obviously being healthy is important to most of us. We've seen examples of that. We've been trying to persuade you to floss our teeth, eat right, exercise, even critique our media ethics in the video games we experience and play. Hopefully, being alive, though, is more important to all of us. So that's why I'm going to try to persuade you to kill your TV before it kills you. Don't believe me? Well, that's exactly what your television wants you to think. According to an article in the Alameda Times, Dr. Scannell says, between 1998 and 2007, 42,000 people went into the ER due to television tipovers, some of those being fatal. So that just goes to prove you don't have to watch TV for it to be deadly. Just having one or being near one is deadly enough. But even more than having a television, for being in front of one, watching is even more dangerous. Which is why today I'm going to show you how much television people watch and why, the effects of all that hours spending in front of the tube, and simple solutions to end your affair with the proverbial boob tube. People watch television for various reasons at an amount of time. Dr. Hill, in a recent NPR interview, said he watches television with his 3 children. It's the only time his 3 children are clean, happy, and quiet. Great, so now the television is taking the place of babysitting. Television has also replaced human companionship and also distraction for weary mates. People watch television for different reasons. While I might watch a soap opera, maybe Days of Our Lives, in order to experience escapism and relaxation, somebody else might be watching the same soap opera for fulfillment, or provide company because they're lonely. According to the Nielsen Media Group and the recent study, the average American spends 4 hours and 45 minutes in front of the TV every day. And with the television on, over 8 hours a day. If we all add that time up, that's 6 days a month we spend watching television. TrashYourTV.com says the only way to really monitor your television use is by keeping a journal for a week and adding up the amount of time you spend on the TV. I'm sure the results are shocking. Like most of you guys, I'm sure you're thinking, well, I don't watch that much television. I thought the same thing until I actually did the journal. I was completely amazed at how much time I spend in front of the television. We really can't escape it. I was at McDonald's the other day just to grab a cheeseburger, and suddenly there's 2 televisions right in front of me. So really, I talked about our whole world. So we watch TV. So what? Some of us more than others. So what are the effects that television has on you? Well, television directly affects your physical health and your mental well-being. All ages say that watching TV shows, regardless of your age, watching television increases your chance for weight gain, obesity, and diabetes. This can be seen right here, where we have the countries listed by the amount of TVs they watch. Can anybody guess where we are? Number 1. Also, in correlation to the most obese countries. Where are we in that? Number 1. Goes to follow. So is 2, 3, and 4, all the way down. So it's proven fact, whoever watches the most TV, chances of obesity are increased. So that's not a pretty picture, but still the show goes on. The Journal of American Heart Association did a study with 8,800 people over 6.5 years. Those people who spend 1 hour at TV a day increased 18% of heart disease and 11% of overall mortality. That means if you spend 4 hours in front of the TV a day, your increases for mortality goes up by 46%, and your increase for cardiovascular disease goes up 80%, regardless of your daily exercise routine. The American Journal of Medicine even says less TV equals better sex. If that's not a good reason for me to stop watching it, I don't know what is. 3 or more hours in front of the TV is proven to induce erectile dysfunction in men. The New York Times did a study with 4,000 young adults. They monitored these young adults and they had no signs of depressive symptoms. They went back to the young adults 7 years later. 7% of those 4,000 young adults showed signs of depression. Those 7% also watched the most amount of TV. Not a coincidence. So we have now seen how TV increases obesity, death, depression, and inhibits your sex life. Solutions? What are some solutions? Let's see here. The best way you can do to monitor your TV, the best thing you can do to monitor your TV allotment is by calculating the amount of TV you watch, and then set your goal for the next week to decrease it by 50%. You can do anything that's healthier than watching TV. You can hike, you can read, I like to cycle, and in fact, even surfing the net and playing those violent video games is shown to have less consequences on your health than watching television itself. The British Psychological Society says the happiest people spend 30% time less watching TV. What do they do at that time? They socialize, they read, they go to religious activities, all habits which lead to better mood and a healthier lifestyle. So now we're aware of why we watch TV, who watches TV, the negative effects of watching television, and some solutions. What are we to do? TV does not enhance life. We sit there and we waste days, and over the course of our lifetime, years in front of it. I do believe it is a handicap. Don't think many of us live and arrange our lives in relation to centrality of the television set? Then I encourage you to not watch TV for a week, and I think you'll be surprised at the amount of free time you have, and your productivity level will increase dramatically. That's what I found for myself. I encourage you to take that challenge. So in conclusion, why would we want to spend hours increasing chances of death by channel surfing instead of, well, surfing, walking, doing anything? Just be active. So put down the reality shows, put down the remote, and try embracing your own reality for a change. Thank you.